Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome to Healing Hype Man. This is going to be a message for Cancer for the rest of July or whenever you're intended to watch this. Um, this is certainly, I'd have to say, I feel like this is more of a confirmation, right? This is a confirmation reading here, and let's just dive right into it, to be honest, because I already have so much that I want to say as being a fellow Cancer myself. Right, I'm using the Osho Zen Tarot deck here, along with some Oracle cards and some tarot we'll get into as well. But we have cling to the past. Cling to the past, right? We are. This card speaks a lot about not holding on to the past, not getting attached to our past wounds, our past lives, our past mistakes, our past accomplishments, because essentially everything is always in the past. Even the present moment is in the past. Just like I just said, those few words is now part of the past. It is now behind us, right? So there's a big emphasis, and I honestly think it's a big confirmation that you are not clinging to the past. You understand, your past situations, your past situationships, and how they can have a projection into the future, right? Things that happened to us in the past then somehow come back up, and we're stuck in those same situations or those same patterns or those same habits, and it's actually a projection for us to look at, right? As Cancerians, it's an energy of us to look at it and be like, look at what you are projecting, right? A projector portrays forward, right? You never look back when you're at a movie theater at where the projection is coming from. But if you think about it, the projection is coming from the past, and there's something that that the universe wants you to look at, which is why it's presented to you right in front of you. And letting go of the past and not letting those situations, those good, those bads, and those uglies project out into our current world. And if they do happen to project out, I think we're in a much better state of actually understanding what it is that's being projected to us, right? It's more of like we're always being thrown little tests at, like, let me see if you learned, right? Let me see if this Cancer knows what's up. And I think that these situations have come back up, or they're being brought to you to light so that you can face them in a different mindset, right? In a different headspace, right? We have grown from the past. We are not clinging on to those situations because we know how much it diminishes our body. And as Cancers, we thrive when our body feels good. We thrive when our heart feels great. Our mind space is amazing. We're in our vibe, which is why we tend to fall back often, because we like to get back to our center. And even if a past projection comes forward, we're able to handle it in a much different aspect, right? So allow this to be confirmation that you don't let those things get to you, right? You're not projecting them outwards, because then that would just be a vicious cycle that we're constantly in. And I think for most of you probably watching this, you're like, yeah, you know what? I am not attached to my past. My past traumas, my past wounds, my past experiences have made me who I am today, but I'm not attached to them. The same way you should not be, this card talks a lot about the same way you should not be attached to the present, because it will soon to be the past. Like, now that's a relationship with the universe and spirit that you're like, I'm not attached to anything but myself, right? You will move on this life with just you and your soul. Your physical body will stay here. So I think as Cancers, it's like part of our duty to understand what it is that we will cling on to, and that's nothing but our soul. That's nothing but us, which is why we tend to fall back often to take care of us, because that's the only thing that is going to move forward with us. And we have, now, I don't know about this past eclipse season for you, but it was pretty fuerte for me, right? And it's crazy is that from the Black Moon astrology cards, we get both, right? Look, 44 is the Cancer number, 44, and 43 actually came out like this. 44 and 43, right? The lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, right? We just went through drastic change, and solar eclipse went through drastic revolutions. We went through through change, through our emotions, change in the physical, resolutions. Things might have come back up again, things from the past that we might have thought we were clinged on to, or things that have made us who we are. Right? And I want to make sure I emphasize that, right? These past situations have made me who I am. If it was not for my past situations, I would not be here reading cards for you from the universe, giving you this light, this love, and this energy that I have, if it was not for those situations. But all of those, I'm not stuck to them. I am grateful for them. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. I forgive you. Ho'oponopono, right? I am grateful for all of those experiences, but I do not have to hold that weight moving forward. And I'm sure the eclipse season might have brought a lot of revelations for you, lots of enlightenment, and they were in the sign of Gemini too, during Gemini season. And I have Gemini placements. So that was pretty strong for me, not going to lie, on all aspects. But this is why I think this is not a future prediction. This is more of a confirmation that you are freaking solid, right? You are fucking solid, and change came about, resolutions came about, understandings have come about. We're not clinging onto the past, and what we are projecting is what is how do I want to say this, is because of, how do I say this, is what is the making of what has happened in the past, right? It is a product of my past. There we go, right? It's a product, right? So what are you projecting now? Celebration, right? You're celebrating yourself, celebrating, right? The fact that you feel amazing, celebrating that you feel great, celebrating that you understand what has gone in, what has happened in the past, and you're projecting a different persona of you. People do change. I hate when people say people don't change. Like, who the heck told you that? Like, oh, you gotta be kidding me if you really think people don't change. But there's just a lot of work to be done, and cancers are always falling back so that we can kind of fix our solid ground. Now, you probably know best about what went on during the lunar and the solar eclipse. Transformative things, right? Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was all up and hype about it, and there was a lot of things that kind of went down. So, confirmation that we're not clinging on to the past. We accept, we acknowledge, we understand. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. I forgive you. And now we're moving on to the next. Nor am I attached to my present, because I know that's only going to lead me to something else, to another future. These are just stepping stones that I'm taking. Right? Let's pull some tarot here. Judgment, awakening, of course, right? Awakening, aha moments that have come in, right? This is really a confirmation reading right here. This is really a confirmation reading. What aha moments, what awakenings have come to light? Where are we now where we can say that we have learned, whether it was a spiritual aha moment or clarity, King of Swords, clarity in our mind, clarity, we are sharp, we know what we want to project outwards, right? We know what we would prefer, how we would prefer to project ourselves, and ultimately it comes down to us and how we feel and what makes us happy and what makes us whole and what makes us solid. Right? Maybe our mental health is certainly on the right path, and our mental health is in the right headspace. And it came very quickly. I have to say, sometimes quickly to me, it's 3 years, to be honest, because I'm just grateful for the position that I am in. 8 of Wands, the position that I'm in now. From saying no to what I don't want, right? 4 of Cups. From knowing what's worth my time. Like, I being stubborn with my energy. Absolutely, I'm going to be stubborn with my energy because I know how it affects my mind, body, and soul. Let's go ahead and clarify the Judgment card. Wow, the Tower. Judgment clarified by the Tower. Change on top of change that has brought to you by the past from things that might have come up during the eclipse. Like change, right? Change because of our past. Change is here, and allow this to be confirmation that the change is heading in a very sharp, crystal clear direction very quickly. Let's clarify the King of Swords. Oh my gosh. King of Swords clarified by the High Priestess, right? Our intuition, the clarity that we have. Our intuition is spot on. The knowing, right? He knows what he wants, and so she has always known what she wants, right? Masculine and feminine here, knowing exactly what direction to go into, knowing what direction to go into, or what direction to just trust into. Just having that Piscean energy. Gosh, I love this. That we just know. You just know. Like, that's it. You just know. Let's clarify Eight of Wands. What's coming at you quickly? Hopes, wishes, dreams come true. The Star card, the amounts of dreams and wishes and hopes that you have a reason to celebrate because your wishes and your dreams are coming true very quickly, right? The sooner that we were able to come to this aha, groundbreaking moment in our lives, and the sooner we were able to realize what it is that we actually want and how we want to project ourselves out into the universe, right? The more we can receive inwards, right? And hopes, wishes, and dreams, Aquarius energy in the spotlight, for those of you that want that attention, that media, or that clarity, or just that hope and that wish and that dream, it's coming at you very quickly. So this could be a reason to celebrate for. What are you celebrating? A dream come true, a wish come true. Celebrate that this is a reading of confirmation and that things will be okay. Look, bottom of this deck is the King of Swords as well. Right, so much clarity here with the moon. There we are. Some energy, some Cancer and Pisces energy there that you can't get any more clear than this. With the Nine of Pentacles, our status, our stability, our structure, where vibe is just glowing. We're glowing, we're solid, we're stable. Birdie on my finger. If you're not with me, have a nice day, right? Fruits of our loins, finances are secure and well. And I just shuffled the deck, but underneath that was the Magician, and I really wanted to pull that out because I know I just spoke about Gemini energy. Here it is, right? What are we manifesting? Because Cancers are magic. Same thing with Gemini's magic, and you have other placements in your chart, right? We're able to manifest what we want. Thank you, past. Thank you, past. Because now we're in a much better place to portray outward, right? We're in a much better position to move forward in our hopes and our wishes and our dreams. Let's pull from the fallback deck. Created by the very own the Cancerian channel, Sin the Cancerian channel. Declutter, clean, organize, and prioritize. Simplify your life. I just did it was a Gemini reading, and it was talking about simplifying. It was Taurus reading about decluttering and cleaning and organizing yourself and simplifying your life so that you can trust in spirit. Because once we realize that all of this chaos that might have went on, realistically, all we want is a simple life. All of that chaos that has gone on, all we want to do is fall back and declutter our life and simplify our life. Ask and receive. You get what you have the courage to ask for. Ask for help or support, right? In the universe, asking in the universe and what it is that you want, courage in, what it is that you want to receive, and having the courage to ask for it. I think Cancers are definitely in the position where we can be like, I can ask for whatever I want. We can manifest. Cancers can manifest whatever the heck we want to manifest because we just have that capability and that understanding and that knowing. I'm going to go... High Priestess over here, that like solid knowing of like what is up, what is going on in our lives, right? I am safe in my arms. I care for myself like no one else. There's such a Cancer vibe here, right? In our space, not clinging on, knowing what's safe, knowing what we can leave behind, right? Not clinging on to the past so we can project what it is that we want. Drastic change coming in with these lunar eclipses, during eclipse season, whether it's astrological placements or not, they're things that are setting us up for the long term. Let's pull from the Island Wellness deck. Kisses, unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So some of you might be falling in love. Some of you might need to give unconditional love to someone from the past, right? I do that often, actually. I kind of send unconditional love to those that I have engaged with that I no longer associate myself with. And, but for the rest of us, we are giving and we're receiving, right? We are always, cancers give, give, give. And there comes a point where we want to receive, 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 but we know who we want to receive it from because we'll say no to those that we know that are not part of that process or that can handle our energy, right? Right? We're going to say no because we know what we want to manifest, right? We're here for stability. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. All right. Now I need to talk about this. Right? Emotional stability, financial stability, manifesting whatever we want because we know what to say no to. We know what vibe we want to be in. And it's not that of the past, that I can assure you, right? All we want to do is plant our seeds for the long term here. And we're at the point where we know what we need to say no to. Healthy choices. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. Like, let me just lay that right on top so that we can ponder that for a minute, right? Making these healthy choices. This is making a healthy choice. It's not just saying no and being stubborn. No, I made a healthy choice. I made a self-love choice. I made some might think, oh, you're being superficial or you're being very selfish. Absolutely, I'm gonna be selfish. It's my energy. Are you kidding me? And I know what I've done a lot of work, right? There's some that might not have done any work at all. You might want to call them selfish, but that's just a label. But I've done the work, and I know what my value is and what I bring to the table. So I'm making healthy choices in my life, whether that's with or without you. And again, grateful for the past. The Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. Right? This is the direction that where we've been in and we've been going in, right? The Grim Reaper. Relationship is over. There are no second chances with Cancer. Like once you get on the Cancer's bad side, that's it. You are done for it, right? But they will give you, oh my God, how many second chances will we give? Like it's kind of sad to say how many second chances I have given in the past. Not that that's not going to be the case in the future. I'll let you know when I get there, right? Now let's go ahead and ask the angels. Go ahead and ask a question, or we'll kind of see what comes out here. I would typically pull 3 cards for those of you that haven't seen my work yet. Let's go ahead and ask the angels. Look for a sign. We're always looking for a sign. Ain't we always? Helpful people, right? So that's the second time helpful people have come out, right? Ask for help. Ask and you shall receive. Helpful people, maybe it's a mentor, an advisor, a friend, a trusty friend, another Cancer, another water sign, and take action, right? So if you were asking a question specifically, look for a sign, helpful people, and then take action, right? So it's asking you to kind of dig a little deeper. It's asking you to kind of see some type of sign, some type of correlation. I mean, there's nothing but numbers here, 40, 43, 44, that's 444. So much information here. 18 on the clock. You know, how many more signs you possibly want? But taking action after you've looked for the sign, after you've talked to your helpful people. Maybe that's you in your mind while you're meditating. Maybe that's someone specifically that you go to for help. You kind of know how that resonates best with you. Cancers, I thank you for watching and sharing and liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys soon.